Hello there and welcome. I'm Alexis and I like to spin lightsabers. So today I'm going to teach you how to do the Obi-Ani attack. It might look a little bit scary and complicated at first, but if you know your Obi-Ani and you can walk, then I think you know how to do this. So when you're doing this movement, you're taking 3 steps. Make your 360. So I'm gonna break this down into those 3 steps that you're doing when you are taking those 3 steps to come all the way down to your strike down. Alright, first, of course, know your Obi-Ani spin. I have a tutorial posted on the Obi-Ani spin. So check that out first and make sure you know it really well before you try out this. In our first step, we're gonna be doing the first part of the Obi-Ani, which is our basic spin, but we are gonna be stepping around to be sideways. Okay. Basic spin while we're stepping around sideways. And that's our first step in making our 360 and coming around. So remember that? We have basic spin while we're stepping to our sideways stance. Now we're in the sideways stance, right? And our saber can start to come down a little bit, like it does in our Obi-Ani. To go into a tracing our hip. We're doing basic spin, and now we have our saber, and we need to trace our hip for our second step, and come around. Step 1, basic spin. Step 2, trace our hip. And you're going to be facing backwards, and the saber's kind of just going to be coming out from tracing your hip. Step 1, basic spin. Step 2, bring around. And that was me facing backwards. Now that we are in this position and we've made our 2 steps, we're going to bring the saber around our head and turn to strike down. We're going to bring the other foot around and strike down. Here's the whole movement broken down. Okay, first step, basic spin. Second step, trace your hip and bring around. Third step, overhead and strike down. It's a little weird, but you've got it, okay? I'll do a slow-mo video if my words aren't making sense really and you want to watch it just really slow. Here's it again. It's a pretty awesome move, and really, if you know your Obi-Ani, you should be able to do it. To talk about it in a more simple way, it's kind of just walking in a circle while doing your Obi-Ani, but ending in a strike down. In a regular Obi-Ani, you would just be bringing it back to your side, but in this case, you're bringing it up and around. So that's there is your Obi-Ani attack. It looks pretty awesome, if you're in a duel or something, or even just doing it by yourself, spinning your lightsaber. I hope this Obi-Ani attack tutorial was helpful to you. Leave a comment if you learned how to do it. Also, tell me if there's any other lightsaber tutorials you want to see. I hope you'll consider subscribing too for everything Star Wars. And that's all I have for you today, so goodbye, and may the Force be with you.